everyone. Can you guys hear me? Thank you, Kitty Candy. Can you guys hear me? Put a thumbs up in the chat if you guys can hear me. Okay. How's everybody doing today? Hi, Barbara. Thank you, Kitty Cat. Catty. Heart that. Hi, Christy. D3. So we're going to wait for Zach to join in here. Alrighty. So we're going to be discussing the Lillian Jack Sullivan case today, the Rebecca Park case, Sebastian Rogers, Summer Wells. Hi, Covert. Hi, Laura. Hi, V1. V1, could you do me a favor and speed the chat up a little bit? All right. And here, Zach should be coming in here. Hi, Zach. How are you doing?
Nice to see you. People were commenting on my hairdo the past 2 days, asking me why
It's
I'm
nice
bald.
to see you too. Just oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay. Okay, so I said we were going to be going over the
I'm just trying to see if there's like a lag.
It might be a little glitchy. Is it glitchy on your end? It's kind of glitchy. Yeah, there's a little bit of a lag.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're hearing me later.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll have to get used to it.
Yeah, we'll have to get used to it. All right, let me see if I can try to fix it on my end. Let me make sure my volume's up here. Okay. Can you hear me, Zach?
Yeah, I'm hearing you right away.
Okay, good.
And now I think you're hearing me right away.
Okay. I'm hearing you right away. It's just really, the volume's just really, really low. That's all.
Okay, let me try to get a little closer maybe.
No, I think it's my phone doing it. That's okay. I can hear you as long as I listen. So I told him that we were going to be going over the Lillian Jack Sullivan case, Summer Wells case. Wanted to touch on Rebecca Parks, Sebastian Rogers, and then I know there were a few other ones if we had time that you wanted to talk about too.
That sounds
okay
good to me. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Okay. So let's touch on, have you gone over Summer Wells case lately?
Yeah, lately I've been talking about it a little bit, but I haven't really went really in depth on it. But that case was the case that
Okay.
actually that was the case that really brought me into true crime. So I know all about that case.
Okay, good. Just if you could give me, we are lagging like a second behind here, so just give it like wait like 2 seconds so that I can catch up with your talking.
Okay.
Okay. Um, so the Summer Wells, I feel like I'm at a crossroads with Summer Wells because I have always gotten that an accident, and I don't want to say like an accidental accident. I've always gotten that there was some sort of neglectful accident that happened to Summer, and that's why she disappeared. Um, but lately people have been saying, "Oh, she was sold," and things like that. And what have you been getting on it?
So what I've gotten has never changed. However, I when this case first really became popular on YouTube years ago, I noticed that at first people were saying that she was sold or you know, that type of thing. And what is happening now is exactly what I saw years ago. It's the same thing. People are starting to say that she was sold again. And what's going to happen though is people are going to then realize it probably happened at the swimming hole.
Yeah, see, and that's what I'm getting to, Zach. Okay, I that it's just it seems like we went from that whole thing, like you said in the beginning, with the being sold and those things, to then an accident. But I've always gotten that there was some sort of accident. Do you feel like um, you may know who's involved? Because like I have a good idea of who's made Summer disappear.
Yeah, I think when it happened at the swimming hole, I think see there's a big discrepancy if the grandmother was there or not, but I think it was Hunter um and Candace that were there. And I don't think the boys were there. I just think it was Hunter and Candace and maybe the grandmother. But I think that Hunter and Candace were doing whatever they were doing, not paying attention, maybe smoking, you know, having a drink there. And then I think Summer was playing in the water.
Yeah.
And I think an unfortunate accident happened.
Yeah. Yeah, and see, and I get that too, and I don't feel like Hunter was being 100% honest. Okay, I don't know if you've ever seen Hunter's interview with Chris McDonough, but I don't feel like he was being 100% honest. I feel like they were him, Candace, and his mother Allie were kind of working behind the scenes.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Hunter was still a young boy. I think he was a little scared, you know, kind of in that kid phase where, oh, well, if I tell, I'm going to get in trouble. And I think probably Candace and Dawn probably scared the you know what out of him and told him, hey, if you tell anyone what happened, you know, we can make you
Crap
disappear.
out of him.
I really think they said that to him.
Yeah.
Like I get that feeling.
Yeah, I agree with you. I believe that in my opinion, of course, that yeah, that he was threatened in a way. But did you guys want us to pull on, or like Zach, he does the remote viewing, I do the cards. Is there anything you guys want us specifically to look at in regards to Summer Wells? I'm just trying to read the chats here, Zach. Hi,
I'm still here.
everyone.
Calling one of us? Probably.
She was. No, I don't think so. So you want to know, was she alive in the photo? Are you talking about the truck photo in the back of the truck? Alchemist?
Yeah. Yep, I think so. That's a good question. That's a great question to ask.
Let me pull cards on it. Okay.
Yeah, I would love for you to pull cards on that.
Let's see. Okay. Was Summer Wells alive in the truck photo? We got death right away, you guys.
Wow.
So I mean, there's not much more you can say about that question, you guys. Either it's a literal death, or you can take the card as there was some sort of transformation going on with Summer.
Wow, and her imprisonment, her bedroom looked like a prison to me.
Yeah, and Justice. I believe there's gonna. Yeah, I believe Justice is really. I think we're gonna get answers to this case here in the next couple of months. I think Justice is gonna be served for Summer.
It's on its way.
Yep. Yeah. All right. Let me see the other questions. How far from home is she right now? Zach, can you try to zoom in on a distance for Summer?
Yeah, I have an idea. I actually think she's I think they brought and that's from everything that Dawn has said, analyzed it all, and also know they took a trip there and a real site there. So a lot points me to Utah. But let's see what the cards say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you think Utah?
Yep.
Yeah. Hang on. Is that okay? Hi, Vet. Okay. Let me pull my yes or no cards. We'll see within how many miles she is. I've always gotten, to be honest, I've done some location readings for Summer, and I've always gotten she's been between 15 and 10 miles from her house.
Wow. Imagine if it was that and then they've missed it this whole time. You know,
Yeah.
oh, that would be crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, but there's so much going on behind the scenes in this case. Okay. Yeah, see, we have Temperance. I don't see Temperance came out, and Temperance to me, if you get Temperance out, I was just pulling on what happened this summer. And Temperance tells you about an accident that either happened at land or sea.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually had never heard of that before, like temperance. So that's. I'm glad you mentioned me that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's see. Is Summer Moon Utah Wells, is her physical body within 10 miles of her home on Ben Hill? Yes or no, please. Maybe it's better today. We have a yes. She's within 10 miles. We have the Four of Wands. This does talk about her foundations, where she grew up.
Yep. Yeah, and she probably was free to play a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen is, I mean, I can tell you I've worked on this case since Summerwell's case since the beginning. And from what I've seen and heard over the years is they pretty much let the kids run and do whatever they wanted to do.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I remember hearing something that stuck with me, that a story from somebody close to was saying that Don was letting the boys, well, letting one of them, like 10 years old, 9 years old. And if you're doing that, you'll pretty much do anything.
Yeah. And he's I mean, I left the Summerwell's case for a bit because there was so much bullying and stuff going on behind the scenes with channels. It was ridiculous.
I believe. Same thing with Sebastian Rogers' case.
Hang on, my audio's it's the same with. See, I've only done a couple of readings for Sebastian, so I don't really know. I was never really in all the like drama around Sebastian's case.
There's definitely a ton of it.
All right, let's see. My stuff keeps freezing up here. Sorry, guys. My stuff is. We finally got the snow, Zach. Though, remember that day it was snowing? I said, send some of that snow this way. We're getting 12 inches today.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow. Yep. It went from over here to there.
So, so do you want to talk? What case would you like to talk about? I don't see any more questions about Summer.
Let's see here. Let's go. Well, I mean, I was talking about, so I guess Sebastian Rogers' case. If anybody has questions there, maybe that we could pull it. That sound good? Oh, yep. You just said that.
It sounds good to me. If anyone's got a question, you want me to pull V1? You want me to pull cards on Sebastian's case?
If anyone has any questions.
Waiting to see here. Well, I'll pull to see. I'll just do a quick mini read for Sebastian's case. Who's responsible for making, or we'll do this. Why did Sebastian Rogers disappear? Only bring out truthful information. Okay, we have social media coming out. Why did Sebastian Rogers disappear? Grandparent in the challenge position. Why did Sebastian Rogers disappear? This is the person who's already been in that limelight, you guys. Okay, with the celebrity card. That's let me make sure you guys can see it here. So this is someone surrounding Sebastian's case that has already spoken out on social media. Clarify the social media. Why is this here? Get burial. Clarify grandparent. Why is this here? Legal proceeding. Was CPS involved with Sebastian's case? Zach, do you know?
Yes. Definitely.
We have cleanup coming out, guys. And then we have abuse and neglect at the bottom of the deck
Yep,
for Sebastian on why he disappeared.
that makes perfect
So
sense.
somebody
Because
has already spoken out. Oh. Okay, you talk. You talk first, Zach.
it's okay. It takes for us to get used to it too. But I'll you go. So I'll go real quick. He was definitely, in my opinion, being abused and neglected, and I think it led partially to what ended up resulting in happening. Now I'll let you go.
Yes, I agree with you on that, Zach, very much. I believe that because in some of the readings that I have done for Sebastian, I've gotten out that someone was having an affair. Okay. And I've gotten out for him that he knew too much or seen too much about something. And I do believe there's a money motive behind it as well.
Wow. I think Katie had a control complex. She had to control everything, and then when it comes to affair situation, maybe could have happened. And I think Chris also was probably, unfortunately, beating on Sebastian.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that very much so. Let me clarify these 3 cards and we'll get a little bit more. Clarify Facebook and burial or social media and burial for what happened to Sebastian Rogers. Death right away, you guys. Clarify grandparent legal proceedings for what happened to Sebastian Rogers. Travel. See, I do think there are people in Chris's family, other people in Chris's family that may have helped. And we had, yeah, with mind control, clarifying.
Yeah, I think other people help too.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, my chat is being weird. I don't know. Kitty Catty 817. We got death out here.
Definitely have a question after for some cards.
Yeah,
And
go for it.
Definitely, is there a way to tell, like, when you pull, I don't know how you do it, but like kind of how we did with Summer with the distance?
Yeah. Yeah, do you want to like a specific yes or no?
Just if he was like out of state.
Okay, hang on. Was Sebastian Rogers moved out of the state of Tennessee? Was his physical body moved out of the state of Tennessee? We have temperance in reverse. So this is saying maybe, but it's in reverse. So that's giving me a no.
Yeah. Caddy asked, how was he hurt after?
I'm just reading the chat. How was he hurt after? Can we be?
Oh.
I with tarot, you need me to be really specific with the questions. So if we could be a little bit more specific with the. Do you want to know, Zach, like mileage, how many miles he's from his house?
Yeah, that works. That's a good one too.
Okay, let's see here. Let me get this back in here. Clear the energy. Okay, is Sebastian Rogers within 25 miles of his home? His physical body. Is his physical body within 25 miles? We have the Fool. We have a yes. It says, what risks are you willing to take? New beginnings, spontaneity, freedom, optimism.
That sounds like something Chris would say.
Yeah. See, and look, if you look at this card, the Fool card, it's like somebody who's supposedly going off on a journey, right?
Yep. Yeah, like that.
I mean, I don't believe Sebastian walked off from his house.
No, me neither. And I honestly, I don't even think enforcement believes it, but they have people, they have some people believing it. That's for sure.
Yeah, I know. But do you know that there is more supposedly, and I don't know if this is true or not, or maybe you can shed some light on this, Zach. Is there somebody that is associated with the family that is in law enforcement?
I think it's just a rumor. I
You
think
think
it's a
it's just
rumor though. Yeah, it's been said so many times that people are believing that holds power in itself because if you believe that, then apt to not go after them.
correct, correct, and it also gives a false energetic frequency when people who are trying to read. That's why I can't. I mean, I don't know if you pick up on it when you do your remote viewing, but it's like when you have so many people believing something, it creates like its own little energetic frequency, and people can pick up on that like it's actually a real thing, but it's really not. It's just a bunch of people's collective thoughts just forming its own kind of fake reality.
Yep, that's a great way to put it. Yeah. There's actually a show that there's a real TV show like that. It's called Under the Dome. By Stephen King. And it's by
Oh,
Stephen.
nice.
Yeah, and it sounds just like what you just said, so making perfect sense
I'll have
there.
to give that a look. The audio finally caught up, so now I can hear you at real time speed, Zach.
Oh, okay. Now we can have a
Huh,
conversation.
I know. Okay, let's look. Let's look at some of these comments here.
Sheriff Craddock. Oh, okay. People have been saying that Craddock's what's it called? Like a bad, really bad, like I can't think
He's
of the word
corrupt.
right now. Yeah, corrupt. That's the word I was trying to look for. Very
Okay.
corrupt.
Well, hopefully. I mean, well, I'll have to. I mean, I can pull. Let me pull on his energy. The sheriff's energy. His name is Groddick.
Craddock.
Okay. Give me the sheriff's energy surrounding the Sebastian Rogers case. There may be a link here, to be honest, as childhood friends. We have the Six of Cups, represents childhood past memories with fighting and argument competition. Hang on. There's something with the sheriff here. Let me get one more card out here. Sheriff's energy surrounding Sebastian's Rogers. He wants to put this all to rest. with the Four of Swords. Clear. Oh, I don't like this, guys. The King of Pentacles going under the Six of Cups. That's his leadership, being in the sheriff position. Clarify the Five of Wands. Why is this here for the sheriff's energy versus Sebastian Rogers? He's experiencing frustrations here at the current moment. Clarify the Five of Wands. We have the Hangman. Okay. Give me the Four of Swords. Okay, I am gonna say, and we have the Five of Swords. This is a winning at all cost energy. Okay. There are some illusions that actually may be true about the sheriff. Okay. With the Four of Swords, he wants those rumors put to rest. He's getting trying to get a perspective shift on Sebastian's case, but he's also trying to, with the Seven of Cups here, this is all about how many, like, it's choices, but it's also illusions, okay? It's like creating a fog, okay? Especially next to the Hangman. There's something here with his past, though, with the Six of Cups. This does talk about childhood friendships.
I wonder if they're around the same age.
Are they?
I wonder. That's a really good that to look into. And also if maybe and they still knew each other back in the day, then
Uh-huh.
it could hold as to why maybe they're time or buying him himself.
Right. Because right here, I mean, as far as from what I know about, I is the King of Pentacles can represent a wealthy person, and from what I know about, apparently Chris, not, I guess his family's very wealthy. Okay, and
Yep.
that's why I say there's a link here. Okay, because he is clarifying the sheriff's energy here,
Kitty
which is
Cat, she said both in the Navy.
I think they're both military. I don't know if it's Navy or not, but I think they're both military. Chris and Katie. All right, let me clarify what the sheriff may know with my crime cards. What is the sheriff? What's the Six of Cups and the King of Pentacles? What's this about? Sebastian Rogers. Fraud. He knows someone's lying. Fraudulent behavior. Clarify the Five of Wands and the Hangman. There's a secret. And then someone staying quiet about it with strangulation.
Wow.
You want to know what? You want to, was Sebastian buried in that construction site close to his home? Do you want to get that one, Zach, or do you want me to get that question?
I'll let you get it because I noticed
Okay.
GP asked it, and I've explained where I think Sebastian is, but maybe the
Okay.
card can explain a little bit or better.
Okay. Hang on. Was Sebastian buried in a construction site close to his home?
I find it so interesting what you do. Really
Oh,
cool.
thank you. I mean, I find it interesting what you do too, but I kind of do what you do, just not on the level of what you do. I mean, I'll do channeling sessions, but it takes a lot of energy out of me when I do channeling sessions. I always, after I'm done doing a channeling session, I'm super lightheaded and super dizzy. So I prefer to use the tarot card that doesn't take as much energy out of me.
Yeah, I think what I'm seeing when I see you do the tarot, it's like being in like a flow state.
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly what it is. All right. I'm going to pull in that question. Is Sebastian Rogers buried in the construction site near his home. It's the construction site that the I think I know what construction site. It's the one that the search dog or that Katie Proudfoot drove up to the first day he went missing. The construction site next to his home, close to his home. Sebastian. We have a yes, you guys. The Ace of
Ooh.
Pentacles is tangible. That's like a tangible, like, there may be physical evidence there, you guys.
Wow.
Denise, Denise, who are you talking to, dear?
Oh,
His
yeah, my
hand
hand's
open.
okay. Yeah, I have a scar. It burned. I got burned.
Oh, it's so funny. It was like last week I cut both of my thumbs, both at the
Oh.
same time. This one was wrapped in a Band-Aid. This one's finally healing, but I cut this one here, like right
Ooh.
here, and I'm like, Jesus, I'm supposed to use my hands.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you have.
Yeah. Yeah, he was. Oh, okay.
Yep.
So yeah, there's some sort of tangible evidence, I would say, at that construction site. I do know that the dogs did track to that construction site. And there's supposedly a pond over there that the cadaver dog tracked to as well.
Yeah, yep, the cadaver dog. It did track to that pond. I have a theory about that. It's pretty
Okay.
crazy and out there, but do you want to hear it?
Yes, I do want to hear it.
So I think that okay, so it relates to Sebastian taking his medicine. So, and I'll tie it all together in a second, but
Okay.
there. Okay, so Katie and Chris are very standoffish when it comes to Sebastian's medicine. They don't like talking about it. They've never told anybody what it was. And it's their right, right? You don't have to. When people have asked anything close to it, they're very standoffish. I've noticed, and guessing that probably either got it himself or it was handed to him every night.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the night before, well, the night of Sebastian going missing, I think he was over medicated, and that's why Katie said, because I think it's prominent in her head that that was probably the last conscious. I think he was over medicated, and then that medication and dumped it in the pond, and the dog probably picked up that sound. And that sounds pretty out there, but that thud that she talks about
Uh-huh.
makes me think that for sure.
No, that's a good theory. And that's the thing is they're so the interviews I have seen with Katie Proudfoot is I believe some of what she is saying is scripted. And I also don't like that her husband Chris speaks for her. I don't like it at all. Because to me it sounds like he's controlling the narrative and trying to
Yep.
control the narrative.
Yep. And those interviews are telling, and he does
Yeah.
control. He does control it as well as her, I think.
Yeah, and she has this, I don't know if anyone else noticed, but she gets this little like grin on her face, her like her mouth. And I've noticed it's every time she lies.
Yeah,
So
she has tells. Definitely
yeah.
has tells.
No, that's a good theory. That is a very good theory. Because I seen a video where supposedly she was driving to go and she was caught on a camera, a security camera, where she was driving to go supposedly search for Sebastian, and she was telling everybody she was screaming out the window for Sebastian, but yet her window wasn't even rolled down.
Yeah, and it just looked like she was driving down the street normally, like she didn't
Yeah.
wasn't it wasn't yelling out the window or anything.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. It was just a had to do thing. Does anyone have any more questions about Sebastian?
Yeah,
Could
let
you
us
guys
know.
please? Oh yeah. And I was gonna say if you guys could, yeah, Duper's Delight. That's right.
Yep.
Could you guys hit that thumbs up button for me and Zach? We got 43 people in here and there's only 27 likes. Could you guys hit that thumbs up for us, please? We have person knows the family. A person who committed the crime knows the victim or victim's family. That came out.
Wow.
So more than one person involved. I wasn't really asking a question. It just flew out as we were talking about Sebastian's case. Hi, cool guy. Hi, Robin Edwards. Okay, do we want to move on to the Lily and Jack Sullivan case?
Oh, I think they do.
Okay, who's got questions about Lily and Jack Sullivan case? And Zach, I've been having V1, she's my mod. I've been having her drive. We're trying to get.
So close. Thank you. Thank you, by the way.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate that.
Was Malaya Brooks Murray paid to keep quiet? Oh,
Ooh.
it's a good question.
Yeah, I've never been asked that question, actually. So that's a really good question.
Okay, was Malaya Brooks Murray, this is alleged and all in my opinion, was Malaya Brooks Murray paid to stay quiet? I'm getting a no without even pulling a card, you guys. I'm hearing a no in my head. But we got the Six of Cups came out. This is about, it has to do with someone from her past. This is the nostalgia, childhood, innocence card. But we did get a yes for the question with the cards. But I'm more so getting because this card says the best way to predict your future is to create it. I heard a no that she didn't get paid. This could be referring to the fact that Malaya Brooks Murray did go on to the indigenous land and did get accepted into the indigenous tribe and is now receiving like a free house and things like that.
Yeah. And she is over there.
And that's what I think this is referring to is her lineage. I don't think she got paid. I heard a no right away that she wasn't paid for keeping quiet. Zach, you want to get this one? Does Malaya know what happened and is she afraid to talk? By Denise.
Yeah. I think Malaya definitely knows what happened, in my opinion. And I think she could have been I think she could have played more of a part than people think. Part they think part. But I think that Malaya could have actually played more of a part in the living of Jack and Lily Sullivan than Daniel did. However, I think Daniel played more of a part in the cover up. And what was the second part of the
Hang on, let me get to it. And is she afraid to talk?
Oh yes. Definitely afraid in my opinion. And she's using it to her advantage to where it actually looks that way. And so that's pretty much why she's not talking, because it looks that way. And she knows if she doesn't talk, then they won't analyze everything like Daniel.
Agreed. Agreed. Agreed with you. Okay, next question is why has Daniel gone so silent lately? Do you want me to get that one?
Yeah.
Why has Daniel Martel gone so silent lately? Okay, King of Cups. This has to do with his family. Yeah, that's the truth. Why has Daniel Martel gone quiet lately? Yeah. Again, there's a family connection. He's gone quiet due to people in his family. There may be an actual offer here coming in for him for financial. He wants a new beginning, but this is him winning at all costs. Clarify this Ace of Pentacles. Sorry, that's a lot for Daniel. Get the Eight of Wands. He's being told to stay quiet.
Yeah, he's finally listening. Finally listening, because he hasn't said anything in a
Right, because I have the Six of Pentacles, which is giving and sharing of information, and this is becoming a burden on him with the Four of Pentacles about his stability around his home, around
that
his
could
life.
be that could be leading to where he had that accident and totaled that car, you know?
Yeah. Yes, for sure. I want to know what this Ace of Pentacles is about, though. There seems to be some type of, what is this financial? What is the Ace of Pentacles about for why is Daniel Martel being quiet? This could have to do with he doesn't want his financial papers to come out with the unredacted documents that are supposed to be being released. We have caregiver coming out. The beach. This is more about his family. Clarify the Five of Swords, please. Why is Daniel Martel being so quiet? That's a lot. Jealousy, which is the Five of Swords. Something about the couple. Tunnel, water. Hang on if I can get them. And a group of people. A power supply with a tunnel, a water, and a group of people. See, and you've always gotten that the kids are in the ocean, correct?
Always.
Yeah. But there's something secretive going on here because you see how the group of people's in a tunnel as well.
Yep. Yeah, the secret. They're keeping that secret for sure.
Yeah.
And they're telling a lot of misinformation.
Yes, they are, for sure. Did Lily and Jack make it home Thursday? If they did, were they alive? Do you want to get that one or do you want me to get that one?
Did Lily and Jack Thursday, and if they did, were they alive?
Okay.
So I think that they did make it home Thursday, and I do believe they were alive at that time. But the timeline that I think I'll even go into this is the timeline I think they went missing and alive at was between 8 and 10 p.m. that night. And then I think Dan and maybe 1 to 2 other people helped move them from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m.
I would have to agree with you wholeheartedly on that, Zach, because that's pretty much what I've been getting. Is that they did make it home that day, but something happened that evening.
Yep, something
and then they had to go from there.
Yep.
Okay, let me see. Did Lillian? Okay, we asked that one. Did Justin bring dangerous substances to the property that the children could have gotten into, like antifreeze?
Wow.
Let me see. What is Justin Martel's role in the disappearance? We have ships, harbors, crews. Just let me get a couple cards out here.
Yeah.
I think Justin's role was movement. Yeah. I think Justin's role was movement, you guys. Moving those kids. Moving Jack and Lily. Justin Martel, what was his role in Lily and Jack Sullivan's disappearance? Son, male. What was Justin Martel's role? The disappearance of Lily and Jack Sullivan. Hang on, I'm gonna pull from a different deck. That deck's being stubborn. Well, that one wanted to pop out. What was Justin Martel's role? Child. Female. Crime of passion.
Huh.
So this would be the child, the female child, crime happened to him. I believe the ship to me represents movement, like they were moving, and we have the immigrant. So I don't believe they left the country. I just believe this is referring to movement here. Yeah, I got the bolt card. I think Justin Martell had a hand in helping move those kids off that property. That's just my opinion, of course.
And he's always stayed so silent in the background, like in the shadows, you know? Anything, not one comment about this.
Yeah, but if you look at his reaction,
Yeah.
why was he crying so hard?
Yeah. There's something weird, like, nonetheless. Like, he either had extremely strong connection with them or he's seen something he can't see.
Correct. I agree with you there on that one. Do you want me to pull on this one, or do you want to? Is J and L in the ground? Okay, Jack and Lily in the ground by the waterfall falls. That's a question.
I'll let you pull on that, but
Okay.
I'm gonna say I don't think they're in the ground. So
Can you show me where Jack and Lily Sullivan's physical bodies are located at this current moment in time, please? See, I keep getting the. See, this is saying trust your intuition. Crime of passion. Showing bodies. I literally asked about bodies. Where are Jack and Lily Sullivan's physical bodies located at this current moment in time? Let me bring out truthful information. Landfill. See, it's not. I can't really show this card, but I do believe this is popping out to say filicide, you guys. And this goes along with what Zach was saying. It's not a. Obviously, the kids didn't unalive themselves, okay? But I believe this goes along with what you were saying, Zach, that you believe Malaya played a larger role than what everybody thinks.
yeah, definitely.
Where are Lily and Jack Sullivan's physical bodies located at this current moment in time? Only bring out truthful information. Let's see what we got. The devil. That always comes out as Daniel.
Yes, I was just gonna
landfill
say.
and devil. This is telling me he dumped them somewhere. That's what this is telling me.
Wow.
They're out of the search parameter.
I believe that.
Where's Lily and Jack Sullivan's physical body located? Spouse and partner help. There's snow around where they're located off of back trails. Where's Lily and Jack Sullivan's physical bodies located at this current moment in time? There's some sort of, you got to go past a church. This has come out so many times. You got to go past like a religious church or something to get to where Lily and Jack Sullivan are. Could be like a cemetery. That didn't totally fly out, but I have a cemetery card in here, and there's a cover up. Bring out more of a location. Man-made disaster, so you may have to go past a small airplane airstrip. Again, there's the power supply. I've always gotten that there is a source of energy where Lily and Jack Sullivan are, and this would go more so with where Zach is leaning by the ocean there, because I do believe there are a lot of these out over by the ocean there.
Yeah, the power supply. And that came out, I think, in Donna Serafina. I don't know if you follow her.
No, I don't really follow her. I don't really follow her.
Yeah, it's come out.
Yeah. But then we got the child card, okay, and then the desert card, which the desert card for me is Jack's card. Okay, so we got child and desert. So this is child Jack.
Yeah.
That's how I would read that. And this would say on here why it says that. See, we have fake to death. Why it would say that is because I have another card that has writing on it, and there was a crime committed against these children, and we are all dealing with a deceitful, dishonest, treacherous human being. That's what that card means. And this was faked. The wooded area of them walking off into the woods was faked. We have life insurance. Was to preserve what was remaining of Daniel Malaya's life. That's what it'll let me bring out, you guys.
Oh, that was really good.
Thanks,
And
thanks.
the cemetery thing I was thinking about, when
Uh-huh.
you pulled that's near a cemetery, or and
Hmm.
that makes sense to me. I could see that possibly being like a trail where it's passing.
Yeah, yeah. What about? Hang on, let me see these questions. Is it at all possible that they have encased in something and were hidden up higher? Dogs wouldn't have no scent. You want to get that one, Zach?
Let's see. He's released in
It's
something, and they are or were hidden. Okay, this is like multiple parts. Um, they could possibly put something over them, right? But I don't think that the dogs. I don't think it would take the dogs away, like the scent away from the dogs. But if they were in water, it would for sure. Um, of course, because dogs can't get in the water, like well, in the ocean.
right.
No, but that's not crazy, Covert. We got to think outside the box sometimes.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah,
See, and I've had a vision. I was doing a channeling session, and I honestly have seen them being. This is just my opinion. Okay. I have seen them being placed in one location and then being moved to another location. I don't know if you've ever gotten that, Zach, or not, but I've gotten that. So,
I think I actually kind of do, because I think that night Daniel was under the influence of something. I
uh-huh.
don't need to go over that, but
Right.
I think he was making multiple trips to different areas, probably checking out an area, seeing if it should be there. Middle of nowhere where they live, right? So it's
Right.
not like a cop. Yeah, the law cops aren't just gonna roll up on him randomly. It's gonna have to be when he's like on a or on a main road, those type of things mainly. So I think, and I also heard from somebody close to the situation, one of the neighbors, that Daniel made 4 trips out and then 4 back. And on the last trip back, it sounded like a different car totally, not like Daniel's car at all.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yep.
That's
And
interesting.
yep, one of the neighbors.
That's very interesting. So that
Yeah.
would maybe coincide with maybe they went to one location first, somehow dumped a car and came back with a different car or something.
Yep. And I think is the most important. That would also determine what if I knew, and he didn't tell me what time that was at, but I wish he did. That would tell me what time it was at. And
Right.
he decided to take Jack and Lily last.
Right. Yeah. See, I've always gotten that they disappeared, left that property at nighttime. I've always the moon card has always come out for them. And in the beginning, I got a specific phase of the moon, a very specific phase of the moon. And I looked up the phase of the moon, and it was the exact date that the RCMP wanted the information, that requested the information for from the public. And it was
Wow.
the between the that was the phase of the moon that I kept getting.
Almost like
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, I think it was something from Jack or Lily trying to tell me something. Okay, there's a
Yep.
question here. Someone says, "What?" Hang on, let me see. Question above for you, please. From Robin Wards. What, Robin? If you could just retype the question. Let me see if I can go. Question: Were bodies hidden in the black abandoned Getty's house and moved from there? Do you get anything on that one?
Well, I think we have differing thoughts on this, but I didn't necessarily that they brought the children there. More so that the house is action because of how gruesome it looks, right? It almost looks like that would be a resting spot for someone, right?
Right. No, I agree with you 100%. I tried 5 ways from Sunday to try and make my cards explain if those kids were at that house, and never one. I looked at the cards that came out in multiple ways. The only thing I can get is that maybe Daniel knows that property well. That's the only thing that I could get from the readings that I've done on that house.
Yeah.
And I know the reading was requested multiple times by some of my subscribers and viewers, but I don't want to say something that I'm not getting just to make people happy.
Right, right. And I agree with that because sometimes, we don't get to choose, the truth of the situation, and then,
Right.
but people want it to be the truth almost, right? So,
Right. Right. I more so got with the black house is that there's Daniel knows the property and that's it. I never got that the kids were there or anything like that, and I do have a reading on it. If you go to my playlist for Jack and Lily, there's a whole reading on the black farmhouse.
I'm gonna have to look at that after again.
Okay, you guys want to know Denise? Wait, let me see what that one says. Right, thank
Um,
you. You're welcome, Robin Edwards. Are Jack and Lily in the same place or different locations?
ooh. Um, well, I think they were placed in the same location, but and I've said that I think they were placed near Cape George.
Mm-hmm.
Time Over time, if they weren't bound together tight enough or together,
Mm-hmm.
they could be in different locations. So it might pull on that just to see if they are
Yes,
now.
right. I can pull on that. We have the coffin card. That's the rest. I know there's if you do so many different names for the cards when you're reading them for true crime versus for love readings and career readings and all those things, but this is known as the coffin card, so putting someone to rest, okay? As you can see, rest, right? The child, this is no coincidence. The 2 children underneath that with the home card, okay? And that's the truth. The Ace of Swords is the 2 pillars. Okay, I do believe that these 2 children were put to rest together, okay? And the
Yep.
one thing I can say is when I had a vision of Jack and Lily. It was during a channeling session. I'm not the only one who's had this, but it's I see a very, very large tree by their location. And if you I grew up in the country, okay, and in the woods, just like where Jack and Lily live. Okay. Not in that country, but in the United States. And you know the difference when you grow up in the country like that. You know the difference between just a normal large tree and a very, very large tree. So this is like a large, large tree. And maybe it's something you might be able to see from the actual coastline. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Yeah, and
But
they
I'm
do
not the
have.
only one who's picked up on a large tree being by Lily and Jack.
Yeah, and I think I have heard of that. Of maybe one other creator saying that. I'm not sure, but it is
Hmm.
interesting that you're stating that because I think there could be consistency and some reality to that for sure.
Right. Right. So, and I've gotten that since day one, the large tree. I seen The only way I can explain is I seen Lily poking her head around from one side and Jack poking his head around from the other side. Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah, and there was a specific nursery rhyme that I kept getting to in the beginning. It was, "Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go."
Mm.
Yeah.
We've all picked up on different rhymes like that. It's
Yeah.
so weird. It's so weird. It's like they're speaking through it.
Yeah. Yeah. I do believe that.
Give me 1 second, okay? I just need to grab.
Okay. That's okay.
Just be 1 second.
Okay. You've heard, Marlene, you've heard another tarot reader too say that about the large tree.
Okay, all good. Sorry about that.
It gives a relief that they're together, yeah. You've heard the tree from a handful of readers, yeah. See, I've had other tarot readers come into my comment sections in some of my videos, and they said they've gotten a big tree where Lily and Jack are too.
Wow. I wonder if it was like Daniel's sign, like the tree, you know, like, and isn't
Like
it
a marker.
interesting? Yeah, isn't it interesting how they found that geocache thing?
Right, right. Yeah, and I got a whole I went down a rabbit hole on that geocaching thing.
It is interesting. It's quite interesting that they found it.
Yeah, yeah. It is, but I inputted the coordinates based on the dates, and it's a pretty big synchronicity, I would have to say. You
Mm.
just put the you just and if anybody wants to do it, you leave the 45 degrees, the very beginning, alone, and you leave the very beginning of the 61 alone, and you just put in the dates off that paper, and it takes you to very, very close places to where people have thought Lily and Jack Sullivan are.
Oh, is that what when you put up on the pictures you put up
Yeah,
on? Oh wow,
yeah,
no kidding.
yeah. So all those locations, those are pins from the dates that were on that geocaching paper.
Hmm. I wonder if. Do you think that that was actually placed there and it wasn't from years ago?
See, when I seen the 3 exclamation points at the end of that last sentence on there, Daniel writes with 3. He always put exclamation points at the end of his writing.
Yeah, yeah. Even in all of his texts have the
Yeah.
bunch of exclamations. Hmm. You know, whether he put it there or it was there long ago, it's
Mhm.
still weird. But if he put it there, maybe he did it because he was trying to look up like the coordinates of where people thought Jack and Lily were.
Right, right. Could very well be. I mean, he gives me, I don't know if anyone else, but he gives me, I think it's very hard for him to be being quiet the way he is. Um,
Yeah.
he definitely gives off the energy of where you, I'm not saying Daniel Martell is a serial killer, but where you encounter a person who commits a crime and then they want to be part of the investigation. He gives
Yeah.
that energy off. It comes off of him like it's just oozing off of him. I don't know how else to explain it.
Yeah, almost like he wanted to be like a detective or something in his life, but then he ends up being the criminal that wants to
Yeah,
still be the detective.
yeah, yeah. Okay, let's see. You think it was Jasmine that mentioned one child near large tree? I think Zach would know more if Jasmine mentioned that or not.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm not sure, but
Okay.
maybe that's where I heard it. That could make sense because I did hear it from someone else. I just can't remember who.
Yeah, and then to go along with your theory of them being in, what is it? Where do you the Cape? Which one is
Uh,
it?
Cape George.
See, I had come across the channel. I think his like Mike Deman. I think that's his name. He does like analyzes the speech.
Yep.
And he also has stated that he thinks the kids are like in the ocean somewhere, just based off the speech patterns.
Yep, he definitely thinks that because Daniel can't help but talk about the ocean or talk about being, in the water, and he always makes these little innuendo references.
Yeah. Yeah, he
I like
does.
I like Mike Demand's channel too. He's good. He's good.
Yeah, I watch him. I don't really actually have much time to watch it, but when I do am able to watch um YouTube, I'll sometimes check out his channel. But you heard about a big tree from a passionate perseverance tarot? Okay. Yeah, I think a lot of us tarot readers are picking, or even psychics too, are picking up the big tree. But I do think like Zach said, it's some sort of marker, like so how someone can remember the location.
Yeah, I think Daniel used that type of thing to his advantage. Like, okay, we're gonna go there, just like how he said to Malaya, meet him at the waterfall.
Yeah, I think that was a coded message.
It sounds like it. I mean,
Yeah,
and he talks in rhymes, so it's almost hard to tell when he's not doing it because he always is talking in those riddles.
yeah. Well, he's been studying. If you listen to him from the very beginning, if you go back to the very beginning, he's been studying how to speak.
Yeah,
So you can see the way when he was this last. It's just he's been trying so hard to. Why do you got to do that if you're not guilty? Why are you studying how to speak?
right. You wouldn't be studying statement analysts, and you wouldn't be trying
Right.
to better your speech patterns. And then, did you see that he actually posted his that he actually took criminology courses?
Yeah, I seen that on I think it's DT's channel that I
That is
seen it
so
on.
that's so weird. And
Yeah.
he did that about, I think I think he did it about 4 months ago or 6 months ago, the time that this all started.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
it's
very weird.
weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. Hi hi Richards. Evening, Becca and
Hello.
Zach from England. Nice to see you from England. Daniel says he has 13 certificates. Oh well, that's awesome for Daniel.
He's counting from preschool.
Yeah. So does anybody have any more questions about Lily and Jack? I mean, I want to stay on maybe for about 10 more minutes and then I'm still getting over a cold here, so if we don't have any more questions about Lily and Jack, maybe we can jump to a case that you want to talk about.
Yeah.
Zach?
Yeah, that sounds good. See if we have any questions here.
Mhm.
Where the
Where the
kids
kids
ever
move.
Oh,
You,
okay. Where the kids ever moved to a pumpkin patch? Um, Necessarily, I don't think so. But if they were, that could make sense of why there was two places. But I don't think so. I think that was Donna picking up on something that was maybe near to the case, but it wasn't exactly their place. So I
yeah,
don't
I've
think so.
never gotten a pumpkin patch neither.
Marlene says, "Will they be found soon?"
I did a reading on that yesterday, and I'm getting that they're going to be. I pulled on timing yesterday, and it came out that legitimately asked, when will Lily and Jack Sullivan be found? And it said this coming spring, going into this summer. And then we had divine timing is at play. So there's things at play, most likely the winter weather and other things. But again, I did a reading and it looks like someone involved in this case is going to be the one that winds up talking to the police about it.
Huh. I wonder if wonder who will turn on who. Like, do you think that who do you think is more apt to turn on the other? Malaya turn on Daniel or Daniel turn on Malaya?
I think it's going to be Malaya that turns on Daniel.
Mm. See,
And
that's
if
a
it's not, it's going to be Malaya's mom.
oh yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like she could step in for sure.
Yeah.
That would be something.
That's just what came out in the reading I did yesterday for them, because that was it was a very requested reading by a lot of my subscribers. They wanted to know if the case was going to go cold or if this case would ever be solved. And so that's what I did a reading on. And it shows that someone doesn't want to keep up the lie anymore.
Mm.
And they're like literally mentally breaking down from having to hold it all in.
Yeah, you think that would get to anybody? Like even the most
Mhm.
like stone-faced people. You think that this would get to them, and it's pretty crazy that she hasn't said much.
Yeah. But see, with the reward, I don't think the reward will be claimed, because I do believe it's going to be someone close to this case. I believe it's either going to be Malaya or Malaya's mom. That's my opinion that comes forth, and she won't be able to claim the reward.
Yeah, yeah, that they wouldn't be able to.
Mm-mm.
Let's
Do
see
you
here. Do we have?
recall Tint reaching out to Durwood, or Durwood brought? I don't know who Shannon is. Do you know where I can find that combo? No, I don't. I don't know anything about any conversation between Durwood and Tint, and I don't even know who Shannon is.
Um, yeah, I don't remember Tint reaching out to Durwood, but I remember Tint going to that area to fake purchase a trailer, and then that whole
Yeah,
scenario. But I don't remember Durwood being in it.
no. I
Does the
don't even know who Shannon is. Do you know a Shannon surrounding this case?
The only Shannon I know is when I talked on YouTube, and I don't think anyone
Yeah.
reached out to her.
No, so I don't know who Shannon is. Wolfie.
Does the RCMP know who is guilty?
Yes. In my humble opinion, yes, they do. It comes out in my cards every time.
And she didn't even hesitate.
Yeah.
There you go. Um, why does Kent keep saying we will be shocked about, or we will be shocked when the truth comes out? Do you know
Uh,
who Kent is, right?
I isn't Kent on It's a Crime and Shame?
Yeah,
I don't.
he's often on there. Kent Corbett. He's from around the area,
Okay. I just
but
know that he was kind of on a Crime and Shame, and then uh, I think he was at the vigil for Jack's birthday, right?
yep, yeah, and I think he has an idea of what happened because we all have our ideas, right?
Yeah.
And if what he's thinking is right, then of course we'd be shocked because it's probably shocking to him, right? So
Right. Right. Is he more so taking the side of like the kids being lost, or um
in the beginning he thought one thing and then it switched. So I think he's kind of getting lost in all the theories. Personally, I think that. But I understand why, because it happens to the best of us.
yeah. You think,
Yeah,
okay, so I'm just reading a comment here. Uh,
at one time he was pushing the narrative.
yeah. I think Kent falls prey to Daniel Martell's covert narcissism.
Yeah. And all of these stories. I mean, there's so many stories that are going on. It's unfortunate.
Kent is pushing Durwood's narrative, Wolfie.
There's Jazz.
Kent is in a wheelchair. He's helped arrange the vigil, but he seems to be going with Durwood's theory. See, the problem with Durwood and Darren and Daniel is that they're both narcissists. Durwood is more of a narcissist in the outright, and Daniel's more of a covert narcissist. So I don't. When you're being when you're dealing with people who are highly manipulative and can come off as very kind, caring, empathetic individuals and things like that, it sometimes can pull the wool over someone's eye. Hi, Jasmine.
Yeah, and Daniel did that for a long time. Like it took months for most people to realize that he was doing what he was doing.
Yeah, I
Even
know.
yeah, even some of the creators in the space that cover all of these cases got fooled for a little bit, and I understand it because you know he is
Hmm.
the type that was trying to master manipulation, and
Yeah.
he's not there yet.
Yeah, well, and in the beginning when I was doing readings for both Daniel and Malaya, I believe me, I got a lot of backlash for what I put out there about, Daniel and Malaya and them being involved. And they're like, oh, there's no way. And there's no way
Mm,
Daniel's like this or Malaya's like this. And 2 months
yeah,
in,
yeah,
it all comes back
Things-
around.
yeah, and things change. Oh,
It
okay.
says Zach asked Jazz if she's seen one body near a large tree.
Well, there you go. We have her here now, so that's good. Jasmine, have you? Let me know because we were talking about that earlier about how some creators have seen that. So
Yeah, we have 50 in the chat. If you guys could please hit that thumbs up button for us, it'd be greatly appreciated. Takes 2 seconds of your time and doesn't cost nothing. It just helps us with the algorithm.
oh yeah,
Zach,
I
next
have
time we'll
that.
have to do this on your channel.
Yeah, that's cool. Oftentimes I don't mind where we go, but I'm just glad we get to do it. That'll be awesome though.
Yeah. Calamity. Hi, Calamity Kitty. Thank you. So Crazy Cat Tarot, that's Jasmine, right? That's you,
Yep.
Jasmine, right? Robin, yes, always get a tree. One body may be in water, one body under a tree, in your opinion. Yeah. See, a lot
Oh,
of people are getting that same, a lot of people, a lot
wow.
of tarot readers are getting the water and land.
Yeah. No kidding. Maybe I don't know why they would do that, but it's possible.
I mean, it
It's
is possible. But definitely I've gotten too much water for there not to be water involved.
yeah, in one way or the other.
Yeah.
And around that time, I'm pretty sure it was raining extremely heavily off and on.
Yeah.
So it would be hard for them to place somebody. And you know what? Maybe if they put them on land and then the water overtook that area, there's
Yeah.
possible. But
That's
now,
true. But see, I have to go more with unless because if you think about it, in the beginning of May, the ground is still frozen from the frost.
yeah,
So maybe they were put someplace for temporary, unless they had a big excavator they could have dug into the ground with, or unless they hit them in a mine.
right.
Unless they were digging for hours and hours and hours, you got to think of like the permafrost and stuff like that. The ground is still frozen at that time. Like you can
Yeah,
dig maybe 6 inches into the ground before you're hitting the frost level.
yeah. And it just makes everything harder and harder. And the farther you
Right.
go, the harder it is. So,
Right. So in my opinion, it was an easy, familiar place to them.
yep.
And with the beach reference from Daniel in the beginning, I mean,
Yeah, I just think it leads towards the water.
yeah.
Everything leads towards the water.
All
But
right, guys. Well, it's 1:25. We'll have to. I think we're gonna cut it here, and me and if Zach wants to do another live, we can schedule one for another day.
yeah,
Like,
that sounds great for me, and I'm sure they'll be wanting one. So if you want one, I want one.
yeah, that's only fair. DM's uncle is a grave digger. Is that true? Do you know about that, Zach?
I actually have heard that, but that's another rumor. So
It's a rumor.
I don't know if it's been confirmed by anybody close to the situation. But if it has, then that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Alchemist says you would have to be digging at the edge of the water or a swamp for the froth to not be so hard. Alchemist.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
But all right, guys. I'll be going live on my channel, and yeah, I'm down to do another one soon.
Awesome. Just just message me, Zach, and we can do it on your channel. If
All right.
that way people can come over from my channel to your channel. And you guys make sure you head on over to Zach's channel, please, and go subscribe. We're really trying to get him to 1,000 subscribers here.
Thank you,
It's a big
guys.
milestone for anyone out on YouTube, you guys.
Yes, it is.
All right, you guys. We'll talk to you all later.
All right. Have a good day, Becca.
Bye. You too.